Hello everyone and welcome to LYP Home Decor. Today's video is all about decorative and impermanent wall for your home, divider or separator or partition wall in living room, dining room or kitchen areas. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet and hit the like button. Share among your friends. Thank you. A room divider is a quick, inexpensive, decorative, and impermanent wall for your home that provides visual screening between rooms or divides a large room into smaller areas. It can give you privacy where you need it, but where you don't want to build a wall. A room divider can also clearly sanction off a space, adding functionality to your home without the need for the construction of walls. They come in all sizes, designs, materials, and heights. Some go from floor to ceiling, while others may come up to the top of your head. Number 1. Folding or accordion divider. Folding dividers are made with multiple tall panels made of fabric or other materials connected by hinges that allow them to fold to varying degrees. They require no installation. Unfold them and you are ready to go. It's as simple as folding up the divider and putting it in the moving stuck if moving homes. Also called accordion dividers. This type of freestanding divider does not match to your residence in any ways but sits directly on your floor. A dividing divider may be long and wide footprint. Typically they are thick, sometimes up to 12 inches when unfolded, because they need to have a stable frame to stand. If you have limited space, you may not be able to fit a folding divider. In addition, the slightest gust of wind or a bump can tip even a substantial folding divider. Straightening the panels by reducing the accordion effect can help the broadened privacy footprint in larger space. This type of divider is a great DIY project, but if you prefer to buy one, they are typically inexpensive depending on the length and material you choose, and cost less because you don't need any installation equipments to put one up. Number 2. Hanging solid divider. Hanging dividers are panels made from acrylic, resin, lightwood or other solid materials that hang from ceiling and can slide open or closed to give you a varying degrees of privacy and light. Hanging room dividers from ceiling will require some type of ceilings hardware. Some hanging systems may need only 2 screws attached to the ceiling in many cases. At the bottom of the panels, the dividers may attach to the floor to prevent or minimize panel movement. Weighted panels may still sway to some degrees, and items such as ceiling fans can accentuate the movement. This type of room divider can cost more than freestanding floor dividers because They not only require ceiling hardware, but the panels may be heavier or larger depending on the size. Number 3. Hanging fabric or paper curtain. Room dividers that are made up of fabric or paper act more like curtains that divide the space. This type of divider may be less physically substantial and sometimes more affordable, yet other times they can be heavy duty or costly depending on the material. However, the complexity of the rod or ceiling track system that you need for the installation will add to the cost of the divider. For example, a curtain room divider made from the thick velvet fabric requires a heavy-duty rod or track system to hold it up. Often, these types of room dividers can be ganked for the long expenses of privacy, but they can be easily opened or closed. Curtain or paper dividers can be hung from the hanging system that can be either a ceiling track with hooks or from the long pole that attaches to the opposite walls, just like a curtain, window curtains. Number 4. Bookcase room divider. Bookcase room divider is highly functional piece, that is essentially a piece of furniture you may already have, a tall shelf that you can move into place to act as a room divider. This type of privacy solution is a perfect divider and storage piece that holds books, curios, pictures, artwork, ceramics, and more. The divider can also offer some sound blocking abilities if you fill it solidly with books. Few bookcase style dividers will extend close to the ceiling, which may lead a large gap at the top unless you fill it with items such as plants. Tall, narrow bookcases may be prone to falling and need to be stabilized, secured to an adjacent wall with anchors or brackets if possible to eliminate any problems. If you choose to buy a bookcase style divider, look for the second-hand options or expect a high price tags as at the retailer. Number 5. Freestanding straight panel room divider. Freestanding straight panel room dividers are like folding dividers, but they are framed panels of fabric or other materials that slide open or unfold into space to offer full privacy. The frames usually sit on legs that stabilize the piece. These styles of dividing systems can be very thin and fit easily between two items or into the small spaces because they take up less space than freelancing accordion style dividers. Some models of panel room dividers allow you to add on panels if needed for larger spaces or additional privacy walls. Typically, these panels are frames of plastic, PVC or metal that have fabric or another type of stiffer material inserted into frame to provide privacy. Straight panel room dividers may have as affordable as accordion style ones since they do not need any installation equipments. Choosing a room divider. The most important part of choosing a room divider is making sure it will fit. Measure what length and height divider you will need. In addition, measure your ceiling height so you don't end up with too tall or too short a divider. When considering where to put the divider, consider the stability of the piece. You may want to invest in anchors, room divider stands, or anti-tip furniture straps to ensure your family's safety. But as with the piece of furniture, you need to consider few other things before buying. Keep in mind the complexity of the installation hardware when choosing a hanging room divider. Decide whether you want the screen to diffuse light, if you prefer an opaque divider. Lastly, think about if you want a divider that is easily to open, close, or if you prefer that is static or tethered in a place. Thank you very much.